Living in Boulder vlog, May 22nd, 2019. It's 6:34 p.m. on Wednesday. I was working until like 8 or something in the morning. I finished creating the movies, panorama movies of all the castles for my timeline. And then so I went to do the next step, which was to create the links. You know, all those movies. I had to then save them as an individual file because I was creating them inside the main file, so that I could link it to the timeline. But as I was going down, and this happened this morning before I went to sleep, I noticed that the Netherlands, I never did the Netherlands, which had 93 castles. So I skipped too many. I thought that I got all the countries, but I didn't. So I did 70 castles from Netherlands before I even went to sleep. And I went to sleep, not because I was tired, but just because I'd been working too long and I wanted to take a break. Kind of had a second wind. And then I got up at like 4 or whatever, kind of late, and was working. So I finished Netherlands, and then I realized that Poland, I never did Poland, which had 50. So right now I'm working on number 35 out of 50 of Poland. So after I do Poland, then I can save the files. Saving the files is a quick procedure. It's making the movies, it takes forever. So I don't know for sure if there's other big ass countries that I haven't done, but that's just what I'm up to. It's kind of dragging on. Yeah, at this rate, I'll be done with creating the files today, and then I'll get started with the links, but I won't be done with the links until tomorrow. So I'll be done with the links on Thursday. And then that's when the good start. That's where the good part of my timeline gets to come in. I can just look at all these different kingdoms and create maps of them on Google Earth, which is super interesting because I want to know what they look like anyway. I'm not so interested in knowing what the landscape of the world looks like because I've been there and done that. But yeah, the actual size of the kingdoms. I think I'll start maybe in the same ones. I don't have to do it linearly, like with any kind of rhyme or reason to it. I can just start whenever, because I'll remember in my head which ones I did and which one. And that also from testing. So I don't know what I'll start. Whatever period of history is the most interesting to me. I think we'll make sure that the links are fixed for the tribes, because I have every single tribe in the world already on that I created, and it might already even be linked. So I'll try that, and then I'll do kingdoms, just random kingdoms, like, oh, I wonder what that kingdom looks like, and then do it, and then the ones around it, and let that go on for like a month. I've been doing this a long time, so I know I've developed certain skills. You develop certain skills and different hobbies that you have, or jobs. What I have is a job. It just hasn't paid money yet. But yeah, with this career, I've gotten good at knowing how long it's going to take me to do something, and also just how I decide what the next thing I'm going to do is. I never really know. I just go on feeling. That's what makes it possible to not have to have a due date. You can just work as long as you work, as it takes you. And if you're 60, 70, 80, 90, who cares how old you are when you're done? You will be, as long as you're still alive, you'll get done with it. So, but yeah, it won't take me that long. Because I work faster as time goes on, and computers get faster. That's the main thing. Computers get faster. And I have simplify my life, have more time. And I mean, I do have a social life, but the social life revolves around my work life, so it's perfect. Nothing gets in the way of my hobby. So yeah, that'll probably keep me interested for a month. That's my prediction, because it's a super, super interesting part of my project, and it's also a very important part of my project. It's interesting and important. So once I'm done with it, I can then know where to put everything, because all I have to do is click on the kingdom and I see the kingdom there. And if whatever's inside of it, then that's what belongs to it. So I can then drag and drop all these cathedrals and castles. I never did with the cathedrals what I do with the castles so far. I haven't done that yet, where you link the Flickr and then you link the Google Earth location and the Google Earth movie. And I'll eventually one day do Wikipedia for everything, but I don't know if that'll come. That's not necessary. I can do that much later. But yeah, I think about a month. I'm predicting a month to pretty much finish the whole dang thing, to put every single kingdom that ever existed with all of their varying borders as well, like every single kingdom, every single version of every single kingdom that ever existed on Google Earth in 1 month. I bet you I could do that. You just get into a rhythm. And I mean, this is quality. This isn't just like, this is like dragging the borders to their exact location, like along a river or a mountain range or something like that. So yeah, once I do that, it's no physical change. You won't see it on my timeline that I'm doing it, but I'll create those files and I can link them. And then, yeah, that'll be, so I guess that's my summer, like June and July. So dragging it on for the rest of the year. By the end of the year, I don't know how many projects I'll be working on. Probably be my timeline and Google Earthing of Rome, probably those two. And that'll take up the rest of the year. But by the time the end of the year comes around, my website will definitely be, will look definitely a lot better than it does now. It might even be resembling of something that's finished and actually useful to somebody, you know, including me. That'd be awesome when my timeline is actually useful to me. There'll be a period where I'll be finding boo-boos all the time, but that'll be fun because it'll be like finishing touches. So I'm listening to Plato Republic still, because I'm not motivated to do anything else until I'm done with this, and it's kind of dragging on, but until I'm done creating the links and then linking them to my timeline. And once I do that, I'll do like a kingdom or two just to get started. And then at that point, I'll do Plato Republic, and I'll be dang good at it too, man. I'll be like the world's number one scholar on Plato Republic, because I've been listening to it so much. I haven't listened to it any today though. I got up and I was listening to these guys. There's this channel called something. I can't remember the name of the channel, but I binge on channels sometimes. I don't ever even subscribe to them. I just watch a bunch of videos. These guys are telling stories of cars, like renting supercars and stuff. Yeah, sometimes I like to hear people talk about cars. I've got 2 cars. I've got well, it's not my car, but I call it my car. 2005 BMW 325xi traction control, and then I've got my VW van, Vanagon 91, which is, today was the day they're supposedly supposed to replace my gas hoses, but then there's this other problem where it won't turn over and nobody knows why. So they've had it for like 2 weeks. I think they're afraid to look at it because it's like a Rubik's Cube puzzle. So I hope if they can fix that, I'll be like, yay, car's the most reliable ever now. So I'll call them tomorrow, see what's going on if they don't call me. Anyways, that's enough. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm going to start doing my Plato Republic all over. I usually listen to maybe a half hour, and then I watch some YouTube videos of people shooting the shit about cars or whatever. And then I do another half hour, maybe watch some Young Turks or whatever, so that's what I'll do. All right, peace out.